Coming up on this very special holiday edition of Minecraft Me, we show you how to put those really cool twinkly redstone lights on your tree. We also have an awesome Christmas creative showcase. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. We also have some awesome pack picks and, of course, your questions, all that and more. Minecraft Me is next.
This is Minecraft Me, a show that is about Minecraft, where we bring you some of the most awesome tutorials on the internet, reviews of mods and pack picks that you can use when you play. We take you on awesome adventures, all with Chase and Joe.
Minecraft Me is brought to you by the GeekGamerTV app for the Roku. You can watch all the back episodes of Minecraft Me, Geek Gamer Weekly, watch the shows live, and check out exclusive content. You can only find it at ggtv.me/Roku. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everybody. Welcome again to another edition of Minecraft Me. This is the show about the game from Mojang called Minecraft. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert. We like to show you how to play this awesome building blocks game. What we do on this show, is we play Minecraft. We show you basic things. We show you advanced things. But on this episode, that's all out the window because it's our Christmas special spectacular. My name is Chase Nunes, and I am still the level 8 lava lover. I think pretty soon we're just going to get rid of these levels because I'm just not leveling up. I'm just stuck. I'm grinding it out. And joining me, as always, is my good friend, guide, teacher. Here he is. Looking festive, Mr. Joseph Falby. Hey, Joe.
I think maybe we just need to send you off into the forest to kill some wild boars and grind it out that way.
Yeah, you're looking very festive, my friend. You're looking great.
Thank you. Yeah.
Why don't you give us a tour real quick of what you got back there?
Well, the things that I don't know, some people might notice is I added 2 more Minecraft Legos.
Yeah, when are you going to put those together?
Huh?
When are you going to?
Well, I have a double of the original, so I'll probably open one of those and put that together. But I don't know that I'm going to crack into the others. And then that's actually my Christmas stocking behind me.
Oh,
30 years old. My mom made it for me when I was, just a wee lad.
Oh. Did you have now? Obviously, a lot of people are going to yell and say, "Hey, wait a minute! This isn't Christmas. It's Boxing Day. It's December.
That is true.
It is December 26th, and that is true. But you know what? It's still
Missed
still
it
Christmas.
by that much.
But it's still Christmas week, right? So we have to we have to do the Christmas special. I think we did one last year. Of course, we had the Christmas Village, which was great. This year is a little bit different. We have what we're calling Christmas Creative because we moved the server to 1.6.4. And we were in survival mode, and obviously we were in survival mode for a little bit longer than expected. And so people took it upon themselves to be more festive and be Christmassy and holiday-y, because not everybody celebrates Christmas. I mean, some people celebrate Hanukkah as a great example as well. So we have some really, really cool things to show off. And now talking about the very, very basic segment, Joe, we're going to show off something very basic. We have covered it before, but it kind of goes hand in hand with the whole Christmas theme, right, Joe?
So we've done stuff like this in the past, but what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to do. Maybe you're making a tree, or you're doing your lighting decorations on your house, something like that, and you want like twinkling lights and flashing Christmas tree lights, that sort of thing on your house or on your tree. We're going to show you how to do it. Pretty easy, really straightforward. If you've done much in Redstone, you'll be able to get this right away.
Not like the tacky blinky lights that we have down here, though, right?
I didn't say they were tacky.
Now, because it was Christmas and a holiday week, the news is light, but we do have a couple of news stories that we want to share with you guys. So let's go ahead and head over to the newsstand. It's time for the Minecraft Me News.
It's time for this week's Minecraft News.
So talk about a big possible Christmas gift. Now, we've talked about this on the show before. We're thinking, all right, All right, Mojang, seriously. You're on the PlayStation. You're now on the PlayStation. You're on Android. You're on iOS. You're on Xbox. You're on everything but what? The Wii. You're not on the Wii U. Why? That could be a perfect, awesome interface.
Yeah, every time anybody comes up with a game, and they always say, well, the Wii U would be perfect because of the gamepad.
Yeah,
the pad
the
is
two
such
screens.
a cool. Right, yeah.
Totally.
You now you have your menu and all that stuff right there in front of you. It's perfect. Yeah.
Well, here is the big news here. There's a rumor.
Sort of.
This is a rumor that could be substantiated. VG247 picked up news from Nintendo Enthusiast, where it was noted that someone close to the project revealed that the Wii U is currently in development and scheduled to release in 2014. And I'm going to give you guys the full exact quote as quoted on Nintendo Enthusiast. We have now got word from a retailer source that a serious misdeed will soon be rectified. Minecraft will be coming to the Wii U. Nintendo has made an effort to pursue such a release, and their efforts have paid off. According to our source, the developer is currently in possession of Wii U dev kits. Although the game is simultaneously in development for Xbox One and PS4, the developer is said to be focusing on the gamepad for the Wii U version. So, talk about an awesome Christmas gift. I don't like necessarily putting stock in rumors, but I feel like this is pretty solid. This doesn't seem bogus to me. There's not a lot of generalizations. I mean, why have a yeah, go ahead.
It is specific, and I love that idea. And I really hope it happens.
Yeah,
but I mean, like I did this with I do this with all rumors until somebody's on a stage announcing it. I have a hard time putting.
Are you talking about the Steve Jobs example? As long as he's on,
and any of them, yeah. I mean, any rumor that goes around until someone is announcing it to us, you never know. Plans change, things happen.
Right, that's true.
So I trust me, more than anything, I would love to have this happen. I really, really would love to have it on the Wii U. I think it'd be a great platform for it.
Totally.
But until somebody's actually announcing it, until someone's actually releasing it, I'm not going to hold my breath.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, speaking of Christmas, Joe, I wish we could do this.
Yeah.
Minecraft made just a small amount of $1 on the App Store on Christmas Day alone yesterday. Just $1 on Christmas Day alone. Oh,
I'm sorry, $1?
I'm sorry, I'm reading this wrong. $1 million. There we go. That's right.
Did you want to switch to you with the
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
$1 million. I didn't do that.
Except your green screen is showing.
What?
What?
No, it wasn't. Was it? No.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It really
Where was it showing? Where?
Go back to just you.
Right.
Now do it again.
I needed to do it with this finger. $1 million. Yeah, it's cut off.
Ruined the illusion.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
Actually,
next episode we're gonna have super tacky Star Wars optical wipes.
and J.J. Abrams lens flares.
There you go. Woo! That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. You guys, I can only afford so much here. Okay, really. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. $1 million though. That is pretty remarkable. And that's just on iOS alone. Pretty freaking cool. Congratulations. It's well deserved. Very nice. And that's it for the news this week. A side note: if you tried heading over to our awesome website today on Boxing Day, you might be greeted with this message right here. It says website maintenance mode. Now, in case you may not want to read the text on the screen, it says the following: we are in the process of converting the site to a new look. This new look will also be compatible with mobile and tablet users as well. This might take a couple of days, but needed to be done on the live site for some features to be implemented. So, there is a temporary index. You could still access our forums. We'll be using the Twitch feed exclusively and the chat there. And then you can always follow us on Twitter for updates. But I wanted to share that and let everybody know that we're not going away. Everything is A-okay, but we're going to be launching the new website, and we're making progress. and we should hopefully have it done, hopefully by Sunday, if all goes well. So, but that's so far it's making progressions and stuff. The person that's working with me on this project is in the Philippines, so he's a +8 from us. So it's tomorrow already. So there you go. That is the news this week. And now it's time to celebrate some more Christmas. And we're going to show you guys how to implement your own Christmassy or holiday-y, however you want to celebrate kind of lighties. Right, Joe?
Right.
Is it
Totally.
very complicated? I mean, I guess one of the things that you have to be careful about is if you're in a public server, any public server, you don't want to leave these circuits open because it can kind of cause issues, right?
Yeah, you don't want to leave. So what we're going to show is we're going to show a really, really basic repeater or a Minecraft timer, so something that'll just keep running. And it's really cool for the twinkling effect, and it's really good. And the only thing it's not so good about is server resources. They can tend to, especially a lot of them running at the same time, can tend to take stuff out. Best case scenario, when you disconnect, leave the chunk, whatever you're in, the server will unload that, and your stuff will just stop working. That's best case scenario for the server, not necessarily for you.
Yeah.
Because at that point, the server doesn't really care about you.
Yep.
Nothing personal. It's just a computer. It's a digital thing.
Yeah.
But better off not angering any admins, especially if there's somebody potentially working in the area, and turning it off. And we'll show you how to do that. A really simple mechanism for turning it off and then restarting it again when you come back.
Fair enough. Cool. Well, I don't have any magic music or anything like that, and so we're just gonna jump in.
All right.
Here's the server here. All right. So so Joe.
Yeah.
Wow, you're looking pretty festive there.
Yeah. I went ahead and grabbed a
I like how you turned there like a like a runway model.
Yeah, let's see. We'll do that again.
Ooh,
There you go. Yeah.
very nice. I like that.
You should show off your texture pack though too, because it's
really?
It's different.
Yeah, I am Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah,
a jolly, happy soul.
Yeah. Why we shouldn't? You know what? If we were on the Xbox edition, the carrot would stick out of your nose.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, you know how we talked about this before on the Xbox edition, all the resource packs and stuff like that, they get the extra little 3D elements on their characters, and we don't get those.
Yeah, why is that?
That doesn't seem fair. Hopefully we'll see those with the next update, right? I mean, we'll see those when the API gets more mature, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully we can include models in the resource packs instead of just textures and sounds.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's aside the point. We're talking about simple repeating circuits. Are you still looking at your?
No, I was.
Okay.
Yeah, there
so we're talking about simple repeating circuits. We're just gonna show. I'm just gonna show off the easiest, most basic. You know what? Everybody figures this out eventually. Is 4 repeaters in a little circle with redstone connecting them, and put some delay on a couple of them. I'm just putting a couple ticks of delay onto them.
All right.
And add a lever to kickstart it.
Okay.
And look at that. That will run forever.
Yeah, but these aren't really Christmas lights, though, right? I mean, what if I wanted to use like?
Well, no, we're just building the engine.
All right, fair enough.
So we're just going to talk about the engine now. I mentioned a way to stop these things. Remember, repeaters can be locked on or off. Easiest way I've found so far to do that is just put another repeater into any one of those 4, and you just flip that toggle, and you see it locks the repeater, stops the signal whether it's activated or not. Doesn't matter. And then when you come back, you want to start it again, you just toggle that switch, that lever, just toggle it off and back on. Okay. Really simple. I mean, obviously, really simple. So yeah, this is a really, really easy way to get that started. Now,
all right, so we have the engine.
Of course. Yeah, let me set the time back today. There we go. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, this is just the engine.
Okay.
Say you have some. Let's just do a few Christmas lights. You want to have some Christmas lights?
Well, yeah. I mean, people will put these all over their trees and stuff.
Yeah, all over the tree, all over your house, wherever you want to have it. No big deal. Obviously, they're just redstone lanterns. So just run some signal up to them, and look at that. It's turning on and off.
So, but when you add the redstone, say to the next light, into the next light, do you have to add additional repeaters into that?
Well, So it depends on how you do it. See, right now these two lights blink
at
together
the same time.
At the same time.
And those are the really
you may not want.
Those are the really tacky light strings that you see on people's houses and stuff.
I think honestly, I think the ones that blink at all are on the anyway. So going on a little further,
you mean like look at the bottom there? You think those lights there? You don't like the way those lights blink? They kind of scroll. Kind of do that scrolling
Well, you know, if you just want to do simple scrolling lights, yeah, those are easy.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just add another repeater. We'll put a bit of a delay on it. Run that into the next one, and we just basically repeat that all the way down the line, and you'll see it'll start scrolling. I'm going to pre-add these repeaters so that I don't have to go through and manually add them. Set a little bit of delay. Forgot to add the delay. And when I hook up this last one, you'll see. See how they chase? Those are chasing lights.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then you can expand that and make this as long as you want. And those repeaters will keep boosting the signal out as far as you want. You can have it spiral up your tree, do whatever you want. Now, if you want a little bit more random signal, what I like to do is actually break this up a little bit. So I would probably drop that repeater. I'd bring another signal line out to here. And so now you can see we have two sets of chasing lights, and based on how you manipulate these repeaters and tweak different settings, you can get a more random.
Right.
And it all ends up being the appearance of random. You never really can get truly random lights, but you can get close enough. You can get it so they twinkle enough that maybe you don't want the two right next to each other quite repeating like this. So you don't want them.
So I guess the ultimate challenge though is, if you're building this in a big tree or something.
Yeah, the hardest part is
hide all this stuff, right?
Right, yeah, hiding all this stuff, because you want this engine, you want this power generator somewhere in the back, somewhere that's out of the way that nobody's going to see, and then you do want to be able to pull light off every corner, because every one of these edges is a spot where you can
basically
run more lights.
So any spot that's basically blinking here, we can pull off of
any of the redstone corners,
right?
And this is a very small example. If you want to make it bigger, say you want, there's no reason for it, but if you wanted to make it a little longer, you just have to have four repeaters or fewer attached or more attached by redstone. And the signal will just keep bouncing between all of them.
But in a longer distance, of course. Basically.
Yeah, so this way, obviously they're separated. Just for fun, just to prove that we can do it, we'll add an extra repeater here. And we'll set a bit of a delay on all of these. That's the important part. Servers really don't like zero-tick redstone stuff. That is a good way to cause all kinds of problems and get yourself banned from a server. But here, now you can see that is repeating, and it's going a little slower.
Now, someone said
but
that
it's
you could
also repeating over a distance.
Now, someone said in our chat room you could exchange the lever switch for a pressure plate or something, right? Basically, just push on the pressure plate.
Yeah, so anything that will quickly toggle. I tried a button earlier. A button's a little bit too slow unless you have a lot of repeaters out there.
Right.
But the example here, this bigger loop, especially if you add, let's add a few more repeaters even.
Okay.
So we'll throw another couple repeaters out here somewhere. So this loop now will should work just fine, and it will it'll just make it a little longer. But what's cool about it is you actually can so here we'll put another lever out here. And you can actually have this run, so this repeating circuit run through your tree. So rather than have, as long as you have it go all the way up your tree and then all the way back down, so it can start over again at the bottom, you can pull a signal off here and run your lamp here. You can pull another signal off over here, run it over here. Wherever you want to, you can pull it from anywhere on this.
Yeah, that makes sense. So the biggest challenge is, while some people say, yeah, you can bury this stuff underground, yeah, you could put the engine underground, but then you still got to run your redstone up your tree and all these different places up, basically.
Yeah. So this way, actually, since you're running redstone anyway, this method of having it a much longer distance and having a bigger loop there allows you to put things in other places. It allows you rather to add this or to extend this line, right? So you can tap off anywhere on this line. You're going to run this redstone anyway, so you might as well,
You can almost call this like, this is your main power line, your main extension cable.
Yeah.
And then you're just splicing off that extension cable to put your lights up.
Right. And there'll automatically be a delay between all of the redstone, all the lights that are on there.
Now, couldn't you set this up where you have your lights in your loop, but they only get set off by a daylight detector? So for example, when it comes night, then your lights come on automatically, and then it's daytime, then it turns off.
Yeah, you can add a special kind of gate to your signal that's going out to your tree.
Right.
That would start passing the signal when it also detects daylight.
Right. Or stop, I would say, right? Or it would stop when it's daylight, not start it.
It would stop when it detected daylight, or it would start when it lost daylight.
Right.
But you'd probably have to go back to something like this and put it on one of the lines coming off. So you'd have a special circuit out here, and I honestly am not really prepped for that right now.
No, that's fine. I was
with daylight detectors.
It just popped up in my head.
You certainly can. Yeah, you can add a daylight detector, and remember how daylight detectors work. They have a signal that comes off of them based on how strong the sunlight is, and so you actually can. You'd have to add it would be a NOR gate, I think. But yeah, you can add that. It's not very difficult to do that. And you can just get this going. And obviously, this is super, super simple. This is just a very rudimentary. If you want to go further, you can go as far as you would like. Just remember, have a method to turn it off so that you don't annoy your friendly server admins.
Well, not only that, but if you don't turn it off,
when you come back to it later, there's a reasonable chance it'll be broken. So.
Yeah, our chat room's kind of yelling at us. It's like, oh, you could. These are things you could show. You
can do other things, and it will change how it works. And yes, that is true. There are many, many, many modifications and changes you can make to this. One thing that DX was pointing out is you can put a NOT gate next to it, which is another reasonably simple circuit, and it will do interesting things as well. So there you can see it gets up to the NOT gate and then stops and then starts up again.
Oh,
you see what that does. So it does the loop, and then it comes to that gate, and as soon as the gate loses power or gains power, it turns off, and then when the power goes away, it turns back on. So this would give you a delay in your circuit, and of course you could add multiples of these, or you could put them elsewhere. You could put them somewhere else. So you could have an invert. The idea is you could have an inverted light. So say you wanted, we'll go back to this one real quick. I'll kickstart it. Kickstart it with that. So you have these lights all going in one fashion. Maybe you wanted two lights next to each other, alternating. So we'll carry the redstone signal over this and bring it into this lamp. But we'll throw another NOT gate in here. And these NOT gates are pretty simple to do. So now you can see the torch flickering. You can see those two are cycling back and forth.
Ooh, yeah, look at that.
So they'll do that. When one's on, the other one will be off, and they will just cycle back and forth like that. It's not quite perfect because the gate takes a little bit of time to go into effect, but you get the idea.
Yeah. So you can.
You can do all kinds of different things, funky things, weird things. Again, this is redstone, so there's a lot of freedom and ability in this. Just like I said, everyone appreciates it if you have a method to turn it off.
I mean, at minimum, you can just break the redstone line and it's turned it off. It's not too much to it.
Yeah.
No. I know a lot of people we show a lot of advanced things on the show, and sometimes we lose scope of the basics. And these are just some real, because I had someone ask me the other day, hey, how can I, my son wants to make a Christmas tree. And I'm like, obviously making a tree is easy, but what if you want to, animate it and put some lights up. Something like this, real simple and easy. We don't really show too much, so I wanted to show this off.
Mhm.
But look at that. I mean, that looks cool at night too. Obviously, you just need to have a way to turn it off.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, hey now. Oh, there's some more lights. There are 4 lights. All right, anyway.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right,
go.
well,
So yeah, really simple. And again, the important thing is either turn it off when you're done, when you're not in the area, or expect it to be broken when you get back.
And then have a stern talking to.
Yeah, and then if someone finds it, which there's a reasonable chance they will, you will be explained at.
Fair enough,
so to speak.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Joe, for that. And if you have questions, you guys, feel free to send them into the show, MinecraftMe at GeekGamer.tv. And by the way, if there's anything that you want us to show you in an upcoming Minecraft Me, make sure you throw those in the messages as well. We keep a running tally and list of things that you want us to show you, and we do refer to that. And so if there's anything you want to see, let us know. MinecraftMe at GeekGamer.tv is the email address, and that does still work. All right. So over the past couple of weeks, and it did last longer than we expected, we were moving our server to 164 from 152. And when we made that move, we figured we're going to open up a temporary map to...
We've done this before.
We've done this before.
Opened up a short-term map, something in creative, something somebody can play around in for a couple of days while the server's being revamped. And I opened it up, and I intended it only to be for maybe like 3 days. I kept saying, it'll be back up on Saturday. Well, Saturday rolled around, and it wasn't back up. And then Sunday rolled around, and it wasn't back up.
Yeah, we're like,
just problem after problem after problem.
Yeah.
So, finally, the server was back up on last Friday. It took a whole week. Actually, it was last Saturday night. Yeah. But server's back up, and the cool thing about it, though, is all the people who were playing in the creative server ended up building some really, really cool stuff. And because it was so close to Christmas, a focus was put on Christmas items, which I think are really cool.
Yeah, so I'm basically going to call this Christmas creative, I think is the best way of doing it. And there's I don't have the music, so I'm just going to I don't.
We'll just start with this.
Are you setting off? Are you setting off fireworks?
Just a few, not very many. Just a few.
Fair enough. So, Joe. What do we got here? So obviously, first off,
the first thing I think we should talk about though is that Mojang recognizes that it's Christmas, and so they added their own little bonus to the thing. These are stock crates, standard texture pack, nothing special here, and these are the crates you get, or the chests.
So they inserted their own.
Yep, and they're still working. Today were the day after Christmas on the West Coast at least, and actually everywhere. Everywhere now, yeah. Everyone's
so cool.
A few people are
nice
2 days after Christmas, but yeah. So if you noticed, you hop into your favorite server, especially if you were hopped into our server, which is our favorite server.
Yeah.
You may have noticed the chests all look kind of funny. They look like presents, and that's because they were. So there you go. That was cool. Mojang's super secret Christmas thing. But yeah, stuff people built in here, really cool stuff. Ignoring the cactus we were just on, is look at this, a nice Christmas tree.
It's got some cobwebs on it, or is that supposed to be?
I think maybe they're candles or lights or decoration. I don't know.
There are some presents underneath the tree.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So kind of cool. And then, of course, behind the tree is a giant mural that is Merry Xmas. And unfortunately, if you're in the IRC, mention who made this, because I can't remember who made this. I saw mention of it, but I don't remember now. Terrible about that.
But look at all the big gifts underneath down here.
Yeah, a bunch of big gifts, lots of really cool stuff. See, I'm actually going to go look on the server and see who did that. Somebody did that.
And then looking way down here, is this it's a Christmas bar. So you can have a drink of apple juice underneath the big mural here.
What's another one we can do? Eggnog.
Oh yeah, eggnog. Yeah,
eggnog.
Now over here, we got Frosty. Oh, wait, what's the sign say?
We have a couple different snowmen.
Happy birthday. Okay.
Well, somebody's mixed up. That's okay.
And let's look at the things down here. Read sign at mouth, Frosty the Snowman, made by McGowan 999 or 9x9. So there we go. Very cool. Oh, by the way, I forgot this sign over here. More presents. Another Merry Xmas sign here. And then you got another
snowman.
Another snowman, and we'll take a what's up?
Yeah, Pikachu's next to it, but
kind of holiday Pikachu, I guess.
Yeah, he's got a Santa hat. Back here behind this sign, the Merry Xmas sign is
DX's birthday
the
was
North
last
Pole.
Sunday. That's why.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Snow. So here we are. We're
North
now at
Pole.
the North Pole. So over here we got a moose.
Reindeer.
Moose.
Seriously? It's a reindeer.
PC Tepum. Looks like he's got a gift here that's from him to us. See the little bow on the top there?
Yeah, I like the bow. Yeah.
Yeah.
The North Pole, nice big. I like the North Pole sign. That's really well done. You actually, if you look behind, what are you looking at? Oh, are you looking at Santa's house or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the North Pole sign. It's actually trees on top of glowstone.
Wow, that's a nice effect.
So it sparkles through it. Yeah, it looks really pretty.
That's a great effect. Yeah, you could see. That's a really cool effect. The sign really pops at night too, which is nice.
It does.
I was just admiring all these little lodges that are down here.
Yeah. Yeah, really cool stuff. I mean, this shows what some of the players will do.
Santa's Workshop.
What some people are really capable with when it comes down to Redstone. Oh, look, we got this apparently is Redstone or reindeer housing in the next room over.
Oh yeah, I can see the.
You see the reindeer inside?
No, I haven't.
Or the pasture up behind it. Yeah.
Very nice. This is cool.
Oh yeah, a lot of the stuff is really well done. Really cool stuff. I mean, last week we showed off a roller coaster ride. This was the other thing that we didn't really talk about, but
look at here's one
here.
thing that look at the detail here. Look how the snow is kind of stacked up going up towards the house. I mean,
yeah, yep.
That kind of effect people don't think about, but you could see, and look the snow on the roofs and how it's kind of layered. I mean, that's detail. I mean, that's extra detail that you obviously can't get when you're not in creative unless you're putting down little slabs of snow and stuff.
It would take a while.
It would take a while. But no, I mean, that detail is excellent. Was there anything Christmas creative here on this?
Let's see. We've got
I just want to make sure we're not missing anything.
Yeah, well, we are missing one big thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. It's redstone, complicated. And we'll go check it out. It's actually over back on the other side. I'll get over near it and then I'll teleport you over to me.
Okay.
That'll be the easiest way to find it.
Wow. Very, very nice. Oh, yeah. Go. So you got a redstone sign, it looks like here.
Yeah, it says Xmas. It's redstone lanterns.
Uh-huh.
And in theory, I'll turn it off and turn it back on. Let's see if this works.
Ah, Merry.
And after a few seconds, it should switch over to, if it still works. I don't think it's broken. It worked earlier, right before the show.
Man, we're still waiting. That's all right.
It'll go. Remember, last time it was just when we thought it wasn't going to go, it went. And this was built by Zathras 5 and Hothead 2001.
Is there any way we can peek?
There it is. There it goes.
There it goes. I
kind of a big delay on it.
Is there a way to?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I want to look.
Well, I'll bring you down here. Just don't dig randomly into the ground when someone's doing stuff like that.
Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Yeah, because you never know what you're going to find. So,
Merry Christmas. Look at this, you guys. Look at this is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. There's just not enough room to show the scope of this.
Yeah, and it's nice and dense, and I mean, it's a really complicated build here, and well done and elegantly laid out if you could see it all. But of course, that's a little hard because it is really dense. But yeah, really cool.
Very, very cool. So now that's not all. There's more. We actually have, and we're going to switch gears here. We actually have some really nice creations on our public server, right, Joe? That were done
on the main pub server. Yeah, now that that's back up, we had a couple people build stuff there.
Now we will still be doing pack picks, but we're going to move this to here just so there's continuity's sake. So we're going to jump into our public server. And so I am now in, as they say, and Joe will shortly bring me over. Now, this was sent.
That's not strictly Christmas.
No, it's not. It's a holiday
but it is
season.
Holidays, and we're trying to be inclusive. So
now,
there you go.
If memory serves me correctly, this was the first time Hanukkah and Thanksgiving was the same week, right? I believe.
I don't know that it was the first time, but it was certainly the last time in a very long time.
Yeah.
Like 7,000 years or something.
Yeah.
Something completely absurd. Yeah.
And if you guys know your history, I mean, this is miraculous, Joe. This is still lit. This
yeah, that's a good point.
It is still lit more than the 8 days.
Beat the 8 days. Yeah.
Yeah. This is probably going to keep going for a long time. But this is, I mean, now remember, you guys, you might be thinking, oh, this is easy. This is survival mode, okay, you guys?
Right. This server wasn't creative. This was all done in survival. So all of these blocks were placed in, had to be mined and placed individually, and then even lit on fire.
Yes. Without killing yourself.
Right. And there are ladders running up inside of each and every candle, and the whole platform is really, really well thought out for accessibility in order to get up there and like, turn everything on.
So wait, I mean, just to give you guys the size of the scope here. We're at the ground level, and look, you have to walk in and then go up, and they who built this again, Joe? Can you?
This was put together by Michael 244892.
So there's a level
and,
here.
It says that it was built by him and his son.
Yeah, that is awesome. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna go up every ladder.
Yeah.
I'm just going to fly up.
It is huge.
And then look, I was on fire there. But that's awesome.
But yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
So there's a skeleton on it.
That's
what we did. There's a skeleton on it.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? Well, he's guarding it. He's
yeah. Okay.
He took the ladder.
But yeah, definitely cool. Love the Christmas stuff. Last year we had a full-on Christmas village that had been built in the server by a couple of mods, and this time we have some really cool stuff that was built by a whole bunch of people in the creative server.
Hey, Joe.
And then this was
just back up and look at this for a minute. Look at this castle. Look at this.
Oh, I know. The whole build is really fantastic.
Just look at this.
And then look over here.
My goodness.
I know. We gotta come back.
Why is this stuff not submitted to the server showcase?
I know. So Michael,
this isn't
Michael. Submit the whole thing. You don't need to just submit the menorah. Submit the whole thing,
please.
Because it's really cool.
It's really good.
It is. It's really cool. Unless you're like not finished with it. If you're not finished and not satisfied, then
hold on, Joe. Joe,
what?
Yeah. What's this thing over here? What?
Lego minifig? I have no idea.
What is that?
I don't know. looks like kind of like a Lego minifig.
Kind of looks like a duckish in a way. Like
then
he's like kind of pointing that way, like that way. But look at this. I mean, you got all the jack-o'-lanterns all over the. I mean, look at these tall walls. I mean,
yeah, it's a really, really nice build.
I mean,
really well done build.
Remember, survival. And then you got a glass roof.
Yeah.
This is so impressive. So now, you two, if you guys have anything that you would like to share with the community, and eventually the site will be back up, but on GeekGamer.tv/MinecraftMe, you will be able to submit your awesome server showcases, and we'd love to see some of the creative things that the server community has built. And man, you guys, you've never failed to impress us. Every single week, we always see something that is just awesome and phenomenal. So really, really cool. So now we're going to move to our pack picks, and of course, I could have just stayed in the server. I should have just did that.
You could have. Yeah.
I forgot where we were. So I am now back, and Joe and I, we picked holiday themed texture packs. And Joe, what did you decide to go with and pick this week?
So the texture pack I have is called Zark's Craft.
Zark's
Christmas Resource Pack.
Craft.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, it's I actually really like the menu. You should have stayed disconnected.
Well, I can. Here we go.
Because I love the look at that Merry multiplayer. That's pretty much it though. The rest of the buttons look terrible.
It's hard to read too.
Yeah, they're really hard to read. But overall, it's a pretty good texture pack. I actually, we'll see. But
all right, so
I'll bring you over to the museum real quick.
All right, and we'll see how festive this can get. Now, is this 32, 64, 16?
I think it's just straight 16.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah, so it's just a straight 16 texture pack. Obviously, or actually, I'm sorry. This is a.
Oh, by the way, we were told.
Yeah.
Notice there's the sign right in the center.
Yeah.
Please ride the
coaster to our new exhibit. We'll come back out and check that.
All right.
You want to do it now, or do you?
We can do it. We'll do it with a normal texture pack because the holiday ones tend to be a little interesting.
So we'll head inside. You can see wreaths on the doors.
Wreaths on the doors. Very nice.
Yep.
Okay.
Heading in, you can see the floor is different. The wood is completely different styles.
Whoa!
This is new. I'm not sure.
This is the 1/6 gallery.
Yeah. I didn't really go down there. Anyway,
what's down here?
Continue around the top. What are you doing?
Oh, well, I was just poking.
Do we want to? I mean, it looks bare right now.
Oh, it looks like the new gallery's under construction, perhaps.
Yeah, so we'll hold off on that for a while.
Okay.
There's a sign safe there.
There's another sign?
Yeah, up here. Lobby, please leave a donation.
Oh, that was there. All right.
Oh
wait, new 1/6 feature, cold storage. Yeah.
Kind of a cool texture pack all the way around. I mean, it is somewhat Christmassy. You can see the torches are candles. I kind of like the logs. I think look different. It's not. There's not like a lot of really obvious Christmas stuff in it.
It doesn't feel too Christmassy, just like Christmas.
Except for like here's Endstone, right? So this is obviously not the right color. I mean, the colors are all completely different. You can see the brick is all kind of bluish sort of look. The thing that struck me was all the colors are different. They're like more pastels. The wool blocks look pretty much the same, but yeah, again, here, look at the mossy stone and the cracked stone behind you. Oh, take a look at the,
like the
end
mossy
portals.
Stone. Yeah.
Look at the end portal blocks.
It looks like they got like little wreaths on the front, like.
Yeah, like little Christmas decorations and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, it's you got to think about it. Oh, look at here's a switch. I think it's got a candy cane.
I like that.
I mean, it's hard, at least in my mind, it's hard to really present. I like the lapis lazuli.
I like the Nether Fortress.
Or lapis lazuli.
Lapis lazuli.
Yeah, I like that. Oh
yeah.
Right there. Isn't that nice? Anyway, let's head into the machine room area now that we've done our full loop. You can see the enchanting table. There's the TNT is now a gift wrap package.
There's some
animation.
animations.
Drops that off. You probably don't want to open it. And the chests, of course, even these are above and beyond what even the Ender chest, is more than what Mojang did. So yeah, I mean, all the way around, it is kind of that way. A little bit Christmassy. One of the things they mentioned that we don't really have a way to show off is creatures are different.
Oh.
So I want to spawn a chicken real quick. I just got to find it.
Okay.
Or a duck, not
right.
A chicken.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Wait, a what? I don't know. I'm still looking for it. I can't find
it.
Right. There. No, cow. Turkey. There it is, turkey.
Turkey.
Whoa.
Yeah,
they're turkeys.
That's interesting.
They're not chickens. They're turkeys with the texture packs. So yeah, that's supposed to be a turkey. It still makes, at least in this version, it still makes chicken sounds, but apparently with 1.7, because it adds more support for sound packs, it does. They actually gobble instead of clucking. So
you want to extend?
Overall, it's
extend the pistons. Where are the pistons? Oh, yeah, there you go.
There. I knocked the signs off the walls that had the piston emblems on them.
Whoops.
It happens.
All right, so
yeah, pretty cool. I like the minecart and the chest in it.
How would you rate it?
You know what? It's not very Christmassy. So as a Christmas texture pack, I'm going to give it middle of the road. But I do like the doors. I think the doors look cool.
Yeah.
But for an overall texture pack, I actually like it. I don't think it's too bad. It's the colors are, if you're into that kind of color, if you like that kind of color, I think they look pretty good. But otherwise, yeah, you know, middle of the road. I'll give it a medium.
Yeah, you know, for a low, I would say low pixel count texture pack.
Yeah, for 16x.
Yeah, I mean, you know, within its scope, I give it a thumbs up. For Christmas holiday,
I like the hatch. Look at the hatch. Straight down.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So, and here's what we always look at the redstone and the water and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like how the water looks. That's cool. And by the way, it gives everything a snow look. The grass is snow.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. So there's your Christmas for you.
Yeah, there's your Christmas. So I like how the water moves. I really like that. Other than that, I mean, for Christmassy feel, it just doesn't do it for me. So, I mean, for Christmas relatedness, no, I give it a thumbs down. However, for overall texture pack, I go middle of the road.
See, I don't know. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's fine. I just don't understand. I guess we'll see what your pack looks like, but I don't get in Minecraft how you can have a Christmassy feel on all the blocks.
Yeah, I know it's tough.
How that's gonna work.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't know. Mine could suck too. I really don't know. So let me jump over to mine real quick. Mine is put out now. We've shown off the Acme pack before.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Acme Christmas pack. Now this is the 128-bit edition. So I'm
128 by 128
by 128. Yes. I was just waiting for it to load, and it has loaded. So let me go ahead and actually, I'm going to disconnect real quick so you can see the menus. The menus look just like the Acme pack that you know of. So let me jump in. And here we are. Did I load the right one?
Yeah.
I did.
It's the same to me.
Thought there were the trees and stuff. If you look at the trees, they got little Christmas ornaments and stuff. Whoa, that was weird. If you look at the trees, they got Christmas ornaments in here on the outside on the brick. There's some garland and stuff. So let's jump inside and let's take a look, shall we? So the way they do it is they kind of got that closed cell cartoony feel to them.
Yep.
And they definitely do good work in that. And, I mean, this one, while there's some holiday accenting, if you will, there's not much of a Christmas feel to them either. But the mycelium kind of looks kind of cool. I like that. We'll take a look at the wood here. More of that cartoony feel.
Yeah, I think it's really hard, and this goes with any of these Christmas texture packs. It's really hard to get a Christmas texture pack going because it relies so much on the build people do.
Right.
You know, you can build with a Christmas texture pack something that looks like it's Halloween appropriate. You know, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, totally true.
So, but then there are little things that make a difference. Examples being the doors. I think the doors can, you know, adding the wreath to the door, adding a decoration to the door makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Adding decorations to signs, that's another good one. And the color palette. Changing the color palette, I think does make a difference.
Like on the Switch here, like on yours, it was a candy cane. This is more like a peppermint candy cane. Almost.
One thing you're not pointing out is I really like the sword actually in this texture pack.
Oh yeah, well look at yours. That looks great.
So I think it's just, you know, the standard Acme pack, and we must not have noticed it before. And the lasso looks like a. Let's see if I can hold it up to you better. Looks like a lasso. I mean, it looks like a loop of rope. And
the items look legitimate.
I think they look really good. And here's a stick. This particular stick is called Walk Softly. Anyway, and yeah, here's the lapis block from them. I do like that. And the gold block has a flower in it.
Let's go look at the machine room here.
All right.
Yeah, here just some slight Christmas changes, as you could see.
Yeah.
You know, just very, very minuscule. I mean, this pack is good.
Mm-hmm.
As a Christmas pack, I mean, well, here, look at the chest. It's a toy box. Oh,
yeah.
Little reindeer on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bed's cute. Still got the bear on it that we knew. The dropper, the item-matic dispenser, cards. So, it's definitely got Christmas in a couple of blocks, but I think you're right, Joe. You can't just change everything, because if you do...
Oh, look at these blocks, though.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to earlier.
Oh no, that's actually, I think that's moss. Or that's the no, it's is it a ladder or is it the moss growing?
No, it's the ladder. I remember you can hear the ladder as you climb up.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, the ladder change, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean overall, again, this is a good all-rounder texture pack. It's just really hard to have a true, real present Christmas on just a pack level. You really need a build for it.
I think
this one does. Yeah,
I was gonna say I think the quality here is great. I like it.
Yeah,
I give it a thumbs up for the holiday feel. Maybe I need to start changing my opinion and lower my expectations. So I give yours a thumbs up. I'll change mine and I'll give this a thumbs up as well. Oh, thank you, Joe. Yeah, I'm invisible right now.
There's a pressure plate on the other side of one of the doors.
Oh, there is? Okay. Yeah. All right, so what we're gonna do real quick is I'm gonna switch my texture pack back. Or resource pack. I got to get the new terminology stuck.
We got it. Yeah, I know it's hard to remember that.
So I'm just using Faithful 32, which is just like standard, but a little bit more. And we have
higher res.
Higher res. And we need a cart.
Take a step back. There you go. All right. Here's your cart.
Jump in. And Joe, would you do the honors? Whoa! Lag. Whoa! Wow. Whoa. I am lagged up. Wow. Whoa. What is this? I'm back in the nether. And
But it doesn't work that way. Oh, I'm right behind you.
Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. Man, it is lagging crazy right now. Jumping through. Where am I?
Where are we?
What? Where is this place?
We're riding to a new exhibit, but
Whoa!
Okay, now we're going through. Okay.
I can see you over there.
Yep.
Whoa! Going back up.
With my cellular
and now all the different blocks.
Oh, look at the ores. I like the ores.
Thanks for riding the dimension closer. Hurley, clear the tracks.
Oh, I'm going backwards. That cart will deal with itself eventually.
Museum this way, and then this needs to be redone. The exit. I exited out, and there was no way to get to anything. But very cool. Man, that is a dimension. That's a dimension roller coaster, all right. Jeez.
Yeah.
I felt like I was somewhere else. Hey.
So, yeah.
It's an egg. A Christmas egg. Anyway, I want to say a big thanks to the following people here who have joined us for this live show on this Thursday evening, December 26th, Boxing Day. If you see your name up there, we want to say thank you for hanging out with us during a live show. And right now, our moderators should be giving you a very special Christmas gift of experience. That's right, experience. Lots of experience. To help you enchant your favorite weapons and other items. Right, Joe? Why are you staring down at me like that?
I'm just trying to be, in the background. Santa Claus standing in the background.
Yeah, I'm going to jump over to spawn real quick and see if anybody else has decided to dress up. Man, there's some lag-alicious today. Oh, look, we have our own little tree. Look at our little tree.
Yep.
Carter built that. That's nice. Let's see if anybody decided. This is.
Yeah, we got a couple. We got another Santa Claus in here.
And this is where I have to mute the audio. Otherwise, otherwise you guys are gonna go deaf. But yeah, some people decided to dress up. Not too bad here. We got a Cyber Ice Cream dressed up. Timberwolf PC Tepum. Hey, that guy looks familiar. Very close. Must be a brother of yours. Cyber Ice Cream. And looks like Lilana is hiding in the corner there. So hope you guys had a great holiday. I know we did. Any holiday that you're still alive and breathing is a good holiday, in my opinion.
Not working.
I'm not working though.
I wasn't either.
Yeah, I'm permanently not working.
Oh.
Well, not permanently, but all right. Well, hey, we do have questions. We answer questions every single episode of Minecraft Me. So let's jump right to it. It's now time for the Minecraft Me messages.
It's time to dip in the old mailbag. It's time
for Minecraft Me messages.
First question comes in from Josh. Wants to cover a mod installer called Skydaz. He says it allows you to download mods without moving files or downloading Forge. All you have to do is click install and it does it for you. It also allows you to download into separate versions so you can have mods for one version while having mods and no mods in another version. So, yeah, Josh, thanks for the suggestion on that. I think we should cover that in a future show and see how good it is and put it to our test. Now, let's see here. Question is, for example, Grim Reaper 1942 wrote in and says, hey, just watching episode 106 and heard Chase mention how it'd be nice to have a whitelisted creative map. I'm sure Joe already knows that if we had a creative map, one, it could be made so your inventory does not follow you between maps, thus preventing any unfair advantage. And two, you could still have grief protection on so people couldn't destroy other people's protections. Heck, you could even go as far as only allow people to build and break blocks in their own claimed areas, preventing them from wreaking havoc on unclaimed areas. Just my 2 cents in US dollars. Sorry, no Bitcoins. And that's true. Joe and I need to kind of, when we're ready to start formulating that, how we're going to structure it. We know it's going to be whitelisted. Is it going to have grief prevention?
Well, he is actually advocating for a map on the main server that's set for creative.
Oh.
So
see,
we're mulling options and trying to come up with ideas on how we want to do things.
Yeah.
But yeah, you raise good points. All those things are true. Remember back when we did the transition to the current map, we had the old world map still on the server, and when you transferred between the two, when you moved between the two, you had separate inventories. So yeah, it's definitely possible. It's not very difficult to set up at all the way the server's based already.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, we did receive a voicemail, and let me go ahead and play that for you guys right now.
Hi, Joe and Chase. This is Carl's friend. I was just finished watching your episode on the Obsidian generator, and I caught one thing that it was said that it's a finite resource when actually it's an infinite, because you could set up a witch farm and get infinite redstone, or you could just have a regular mob grinder, and now since witches spawn randomly, although not very often, you still get a little bit of redstone if you have a mob farm that's always going. It's not really a big deal. I just thought I'd throw that in there. You have a great show going. Keep up the good work.
Cool. Thanks for leaving us a voicemail. You can leave us a voicemail too if you head over to geekgamer.tv/contact when the site's back. So Joe, a witch grinder. So you have to probably find the spawner for the witch though, right? First before you can do that, or is there some secret way of doing that outside the realm?
I'll have to look into it. I haven't spent a whole lot of time dealing with witches. I haven't really dug into fighting and interacting with them. We talked about them that one time, but yeah, they do drop 0 to 6 redstone every time they're killed. So you certainly could grind witches for more redstone if that was what you wanted. And yeah, at that point, then lava or rather obsidian does become an infinite resource, because all you depend on is the lava and non-source block lava, non-source block water, and some redstone. So yeah, you could grind witches to get as much redstone as you wanted, and yeah, you would have infinite obsidian.
Yep. What
you want to do with them, infinite obsidian, that's up to you.
True.
That seems, digging obsidian 15 seconds, although you can get enchanted picks, it'll go a lot faster, but digging obsidian at a very slow rate seems, infinite obsidian seems like it would take kind of a long time.
as it could. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Next message comes in from Edward and says, "Hey Chase and Joe, I was wondering if you could do an episode on QCraft that you showcased in the Minecon episode, the quantum blocks and all that cool stuff. Please do an episode on that. I would love to see you showcasing it on the next episode." Wow, he's already telling us the very next episode what we need to cover. But thanks, Edward. That's something, Joe, that I think we've added to that to-do list of QCraft, because we saw it at Minecon, and we were definitely fascinated by the power involved in that mod. And so, Joe, we have to add it to the list now. There's no way around it.
Yeah, and at its heart, it's a good one for it would be a good one for classrooms. Remember, they worked in conjunction with Minecraft EDU, and it's really for teaching kids or teaching younger people quantum mechanics, or the basics of quantum mechanics. The idea being that people who haven't had their minds restrained by our so-called reality will have an easier time accepting quantum mechanics and some of the things that introduces. So yeah, it's a great idea. I think it's a great mod, and it's definitely one. I know we talked about it at Minecon that we wanted to do a little bit more with it. I think it's a good idea for a future episode.
Definitely. And our final question comes in from K Cole 2, and K Cole does admit, yes, the creative server was anarchy. Now, we did have one standing rule, and what was that standing rule, Joe?
Don't be a jerk.
And people were jerks. And people got banned, and they're never coming back. Sorry.
Yep.
But, hey, I was wondering if you could make a portal to the Blockian Museum, the one that we show of all the different blocks. I know several people, including me, who would love to see it in person. Also, I'd like to know the name of the plugin that lets you teleport through walls. As always, keep up the great work. Now, K. Cole, hopefully you wouldn't use that plugin on our server. I think it might be admin side plugin. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're setting up your own server, all you need to do is install World Edit, and World Edit enables you to use the compass to teleport through walls if you have the right permission to do that.
Right.
If you don't have the right permission to do that, then it does nothing. Compass works as a compass works.
Yep.
But if you have World Edit installed and you have the right permission set, you can go right through a wall that way. As for a portal to the museum, something to consider.
Yeah.
The only issue is, and I already had to do that this episode. You guys didn't see it, but I had to do it. Is we had somebody standing right outside the door when we were working on getting over there for the feature. And the problem is that we would end up with large groups of people because it is in the public server. So that's why we haven't really advertised where it is, or the maker hasn't really advertised where it is. So,
well, one thing we could do, Joe, is since we have this awesome power of World Edit, is we can make a copy. We can make a copy for public and one for private. Yeah.
The problem with a copy, right, is the guy who's working on it,
he's
as
always
it's being
updating
upgraded.
Yeah.
It's hard to work on the copy that is offline and secret, and you can't get to.
I think I have a good solution to this.
Yeah.
So you have your private collection, if you will, and then you know how sometimes you have public tours and public collections. Maybe maybe the creator would set up a public collection or something, for people to see.
We'll come up with something, because I understand people would love to be able to go through there and take a look themselves. And we'll have to work on it, come up with an idea, but we'll try to make it so that people can get to it, but we can still either have a duplicate somewhere that is limited to just a few of us so that we can still do our show from there, or that is somehow restricted so that we can close it off during a show, so maybe people can't get into it quite as easily, so we don't have a whole bunch of people just hanging around.
DX9S,
we've had that happen in the past.
And our chat is saying maybe use World Guard to keep people out.
That's possible. I don't have World Guard installed in server anymore.
Fair enough.
We don't really need it because of grief prevention. So,
want to remind all you awesome people who enjoy our show, you can find it once the site comes back. It will look like this. You can come over to GeekGamer.tv. Here you can watch all the previous episodes of Minecraft Me. Check out what's going on with the network when we're going to do our next live show. You can also jump into our forums at geekgamer.tv/forums. So this site will be launching soon, as well as a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week audio stream and easier mobile options for you who want to watch and consume our show directly from your phone. which means, by the way, a lot of you is like, well, I want to kind of download your show on my Android, and it's not easy. Well, we're going to make it easy. And so the new site will help resolve that by having a complete mobile version of the site that works both on Android, iOS, and Windows Phone, which is really cool. So can't wait for that. That should be launching in the next few days. I want to say a big thanks to this gentleman right over here. You know him. You love him. He's Payback, or otherwise known as Joseph Falby. And you can follow him on Twitter at Falby, Falbey. He also likes flying remote-controlled aircraft and losing his eyesight playing Virtual Boy.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, man?
I haven't lost my eyesight from playing Virtual Boy
Temporarily. You can't play no longer than 15 minutes at a time.
Well, you're only supposed to play the 3DS for 15, 20 minutes at a time either.
Is it really? Is it that short?
I thought it was not that long. No, if you're younger, you're not supposed to play for very long.
Yeah, fair enough. If you guys want, you guys could follow me on Twitter at Nunes, Nunes, and you can follow GeekGamerTV on Twitter. And please do, at GeekGamerTV. We're also on Facebook, Google+, all those lovely places. We're in many different places. We try to be in many places to help you, consume us the easiest as you will. We do the show every Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern at live.geekgamer.tv, unless we have to go to an alternate location, which is today directly on Twitch. That's where the chat room is today. But don't worry, we'll be going back to normal very, very soon, and we can't wait to have you in our new home. You're going to love the new digs. Believe me, it's going to be awesome. So hopefully you guys had a great holiday. And even if you just got some coal, some blocks of coal in your stocking, at least you're playing Minecraft. If not, at least you can play Minecraft through us.
And yeah, and you can watch this, right?
And you know what, Joe? There's one other final thing that we should say, Joe. This is going to be the last show of the year. And looking back at this past year, this has been almost the full year. We've gone to high def and improved the quality of the show. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed it and loved our journey so far. 2014 is going to be a really big year, and really hope that you guys will help continue to support us in this show and other shows that we do at Geek Gamer TV. So thank you so much for being with us over the past year. I honestly do appreciate each and every one of you who writes in, watches the show, participates in our forums, our awesome moderators that really take a lot of bleepity bleep from people who, are just not patient. I mean, you guys rock. Seriously. Thanks so much, you guys. Really do appreciate it. So, we will see you guys again next year. Now, Joe, I have to ask you real quick. The first Thursday of the month, typically we have to reschedule. Because you are typically busy. However, the first Thursday of the month is on the 1st.
Second.
Oh, I thought the 1st was Thursday. Am I wrong by that? Oh, it's on the 2nd.
According to my calendar, saying December 2013, the 1st of January
is a Wednesday.
2014.
Okay, so
is a Wednesday.
So are we going to be normal time on that Thursday? I guess we'll have to find out. We'll see.
We'll find out. I will know. I will know next week.
Okay, so keep an eye on your schedule. Worst comes to worst, you guys, we'll just bump it to Friday, and we'll be earlier in the day on Friday. Yeah. All right, guys. For Mr. Joseph Falby, I'm Chase News. Thank you for downloading and watching Minecraft Me over the past year. Keep digging, everybody.